Hello everybody and welcome to the full guide on how to train for Fortnite FNCS and other trios tournaments. In today's video I'll be explaining a 3-step process and what you can do to maximize your abilities and team coordination in game. So without further ado, let's get straight into step number 1, which is creative solo practice. You may already be doing this a lot, which is great, but it is definitely a key step into solidifying the foundations for your trio. If you can't hold your own against enemy players with great mechanical skill, aim, and overall solid gameplay, you're not going to be able to qualify through FNCS. There are many different ways you can practice your mechanics and gameplay, such as editing courses, piece control maps, solo zone wars, aim courses, and much more. My personal favorite piece control map is Raiders Piece Control Practice Map, which has 16 different drills that I've been starting to use almost daily. It really helps you to get faster and more efficient with your offensive tactics. Although you could be practicing hours a day in creative, but if you never implement it in a real arena or pub game, you will never get better. What I sometimes do is go out of my way to box someone and edit them before the elimination instead of taking the easy spray. If you do this enough, then eventually it'll become almost second nature and you will start to do it without thinking about it. My favorite editing and aim course is called Salasia's warm-up course. This creative map has 6 different courses that can help build up editing endurance to see how long you can go for and aim practice. I use this one daily also, but there will be a link in the description for all the creative maps that I use daily. In order to keep getting better, you'll need to practice these at least 5 days a week if you want to have the best results. Contrary to belief though, you do not need to spend 6 to 8 or even 12 hours grinding Fortnite a day. It is a lot more valuable to have around 2 hours of zero distraction time to play to the best of your abilities. This doesn't include playing arena scrims with your partners though. So now that you know what you need to do in order to improve your aim, editing, and mechanics, now we need to talk about what you can do to improve your actual gameplay. If you try to pop off an endgame but you always manage to die and do bad, you can practice zone wars and realistic solos. They really help you do better, and when I'm in an arena endgame I often pop off because I play so much zone wars. Realistic solos basically simulates a real solo match by spreading you across a small map with various loot, weapons, and ammo. Just not as condensely packed and heated as zone wars. If you find you do the opposite and get most of your elimination points in endgame from popping off and getting kills and do bad in the beginning of the game, then you should land hot drops in arena. This leads us into our number 2 tip, which is actually to play a lot of arena. I'd recommend Champions League level or higher, that if you're not good enough to dominate hot drops, then land your normal tournament drop and play like you would if it was a real cash cup. This gives you great practice for when you're actually in a cash cup to dominate your drop spot. Same thing with arena trios, pick one spot and land there every time so you know where all the chests and loot drops are. Then land that spot every time in FNCS or other trios tournaments so you feel familiar with that spot and know the best escape routes in case someone beat you there and are already picking up loot. Since arena lobbies are a lot sweatier and there are a lot more people grinding Fortnite creative by practicing their mechanics, it will be a lot more of a challenge for you. Especially if normal games are too easy for you and you find that you get a win almost every game without trying, but do bad in tournaments, then arena will help you out a lot. On the other hand, if arena is too hard for you, then start by landing hot drops in normal games and going for high kill wins. And make sure to practice your editing and piece control also. Then slowly work up being able to play arena. So now that we have covered how you can practice your gameplay and what you can do to practice for FNCS and other tournaments, it's time for step number 3, which is team synergy. Before we can even talk about that though, if you don't have a trio, I will quickly show you a couple ways to find one. One great way to find people to play with is on the official Fortnite Discord server. There are thousands of people looking for other teammates and you can find great people to play with. I wouldn't recommend trying to find a teammate 10 minutes before FNCS though. You should have weeks to practice with your trio before any tournaments arrive. There are also sites such as moot.us and fortnitetracker.com, which I'm sure you are familiar with, that are great for finding people to play with. Also, just loading into squads or duo fields and finding randoms to team up with is great, and if your friends are practicing too, you can partner with them. Now it's time to talk about team synergy, which some people say is the number 1 determining factor in winning FNCS. Your trio needs to have a great connection and be able to work together well. If you're always arguing and getting into fights, then you're not going to make it far into a trio's tournaments. Some examples of great coordination are when you decide to focus all your shooting at a specific target at the same time. Team synergy is slowly built up through playing hours of arena and tournaments together. People without it usually don't make it past the first couple qualifiers. If you enjoyed this video or if it helped you out in any way, I'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. I also just released a building tutorial on my second channel, so the link for that will be in the description. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.
Can't get enough of you.